Joined by the CEO of Calm charity Simon Branning, Montana arrived on the program this morning to discuss her close friend and former co-star Mike, who was found hanged near his home this weekend. Montana appeared to be fighting to stay calm as she shared her memories and friendship with the late reality television star, 26, who also starred in Celebs Go Dating. But when presenters Philip Schofield, 56, and Holly Willoughby, 37, began questioning her about her last conversations with the warm and funny Love Island favourite, the heartbreaking truth was almost too difficult to hear for everyone in the studio. Montana shared how much Mike was actually a very sensitive and thoughtful human being, and she thought his persona led some members of the public to get a slightly off-center version of him. He is such a lovely person, Montana smiled, before sharing details on Mike's last months, saying he did go through a really tough time. I kind of felt like he was coming out of it. It came as such a shock because he was doing so well, but then the work wasn't coming in, the buzz had kind of gone. I know he had a massive tax bill that he paid. I think the stress really got to him and he thought after the fame, where do I go now? I was genuinely really worried about his mental state, and he went to see a therapist, Montana continued, before slowly going on to share the last time she heard from Mike before his death. You kind of overthink everything, and I'm actually kicking myself, Montana said. Because he sent me a message a couple of days before. And I'm really bad with my phone, so I left it. The tears were building as Montana struggled to contain her emotions, and Philip and Holly were clearly affected too, their faces falling at the upsetting story. What did he say? Philip asked. He just said, "Hey, how's it going, girl?" And I didn't reply, Montana then said before breaking down in sobs. You couldn't have known, Holly attempted to console, but the atmosphere was devastating in the ITV studio and Montana continued to try and process her heartbreak. It's this feeling of shock when this happens, and this question of why, isn't it? Holly continued. Calm boss Simon then attempted to clarify what family and friends could do to try and predict the decision to take someone's own life. You never can, he said. But for men in particular, employment and relationships are the two most governing things in our lives. Holly and Philip ended the chat with Montana giving her their love and support. Philip then assured, "Don't think that you missed anything. It's not your fault." This Morning continues tomorrow at 10:30 am on ITV.